All right, I'm gonna have to come up with a better system for recording like this because the screen recorder that I have only records 15-minute videos. I mean, ideally I want my videos to be 15 minutes or less, but there are some times where they're not. So going back to what we just did, we created ones and zeros, we created a 1 and zeros, and then we want to finish off that diagonal by having a 1 there. So I multiplied 1 over 57 times row 3. And my sixth and final goal, which feels like the 87th goal, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't think I have a color. Okay, I'm going to use gray. Is to get zeros above that 1. So I'm going to actually rewrite some of these. I mean, I'm writing these out in a lot of steps, and since this is a new topic, I would recommend that. But when you get good at it, you might not have to. So my sixth goal is to make zeros above that 1. And just like always, I'm going to use the 1 that I just created to make those zeros. So my new row, what did I use? I used gray. My new row 1 is going to be the one I created is in, whoops, I need some space there. The one I created is in row 3. And to get that negative 11 to be 0, I'm going to multiply row 3 by 11 and add it to the old row 1. So I can write, trying to figure out where to write it. I'm multiplying row 3 by 11 and writing it up there. And then my new row 1 is going to be by combining the blue and the gray in row 1. What is that going to be? 4, right? And then my new row 2, I want to use the one that I just created, which is in row 3. I want to make the negative 12 above it a 0, so I'm going to multiply by positive 12 and add it, and add it to the old row 2. So I'm going to write row 3 times 12. That's row 3 times 12. And I'm going to combine those gray entries that are directly below row 2 with row 2. And now I took some extra steps, right? Way up, let's see if I have it. I only took one extra step from the previous example that I did. This is where I got myself into row echelon form. 1s along the diagonal and 0s below the diagonal. So I took, it would have been 2 extra steps if this didn't happen to be a 0 here. So I took 1 or 2 extra steps to create the zeros above the diagonal. And now I've saved myself some work. When I did this example here, I had to still solve a little bit, and it wasn't difficult solving, but keep in mind also this is just an X and a Y. This is a 2 by 2. Down here I have a 3 by 3, so if I had that little bit of extra work, it would have been a little bit more extra work before. Now I don't have that extra work here because look at what I have. I have X plus 0Y plus 0Z equals 4. I have 0x, I'm looking at row 2 now, 0x plus 1y plus 0z equals negative 3. And then row 3, 0x plus 0y plus z equals 1. So I don't have any extra work once I'm done with my reduced row echelon form. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Under 20 minutes. So, and this is a long lesson, but hopefully with some practice, you guys will be good doing this. You might have to watch this video more than once, but I know you guys will because you guys always do. You want to learn. All right. I'll see you next time.